Energy is all around you. Sound, light, wind, heat, running, skiing, all examples of energy. You hitting a softball, compressing a spring, rain falling in the sky, sunlight, eating food, a pot of water heating up, electricity flowing through wires are all examples of energy. We know from the law of conservation of energy that energy cannot be created or destroyed, but can be transformed from one form to another. We will talk about 6 forms of energy: mechanical, electromagnetic, nuclear, chemical, heat, also called thermal, and electrical. Mechanical energy is energy associated with the motion or position of an object. Some examples are lifting a mass with a pulley, kicking a football, or you running. Anytime an object moves, like a bus driving, a frog jumping, even sound waves are mechanical energy. Electromagnetic energy is energy that is carried in massless waves that are part electrical and part magnetic. Some examples are visible light from a lamp, invisible infrared heat waves from a fire, invisible X-rays that are used in hospitals, in addition to visible light from the sun, ultraviolet light, microwaves, and all the other forms of electromagnetic radiation found on the EM spectrum. Nuclear energy is energy that is stored in the nucleus of an atom. It's a very, very concentrated form of energy. Einstein's famous equation, E equals mc squared, tells us how much energy there is in mass. All the time, our sun is colliding 2 nuclei together at high speeds, and that releases a lot of energy as they fuse together. Nuclear bombs and nuclear power plants do the opposite. It takes a nucleus and breaks it apart into 2 or more smaller nuclei, and that releases a large amount of energy. Chemical energy is energy stored in the chemical bonds between atoms. Examples like food, like eating chocolate, for example, batteries, or burning anything like coal or a piece of wood or a match or a candle, burning gasoline. Even human cells store chemical energy in them. Heat energy is also called thermal energy. This is energy associated with the temperature of an object. Remember, moving particles produce heat energy through friction. So some examples are change in temperature during a chemical reaction, or change in temperature by heating or cooling something based on its surrounding temperature, like ice cream melting or hot chocolate getting hotter. Even a change in state of matter, from water freezing or boiling, also involves thermal energy. Electrical energy is energy associated with moving electric charges. Batteries produce an electric current. Power plants send electric current over long transmission lines to your home. Your laptop sends electrical signals through the circuits. Even your brain controls your body through electrical impulses. That's a brief overview of each of the 6 forms of energy. Energy conversions between these 6 forms of energy happen all around us all the time. All forms of energy can be converted into different forms. Here are a few examples. First, nuclear energy, stored in the nucleus of an atom, can be transformed into heat, electromagnetic, and mechanical energy in a nuclear bomb. Sunlight, which is electromagnetic energy, can be converted into chemical energy in green plants when they carry out photosynthesis. A candle converts chemical energy stored in the wick and the wax into heat and electromagnetic energy. Let's try some more. A battery is basically an acid with 2 types of metal in it. The chemical energy stored in the battery gets converted into, what do you think? Electrical energy. This energy can power things like phones and laptops and cars. An electric motor is something that runs on a battery. We know the chemical energy in the battery becomes electrical energy, which the motor then converts into, what do you think? It's mechanical energy. That's how the motor starts to rotate. A generator can be used to power a home if there's a loss of power. It is the opposite of a motor. It takes chemical energy stored in fuel like gasoline and converts that into 3 different forms of energy. I hope you guessed heat, because the burning gasoline produces heat, and that rotates the generator. That's mechanical energy, which eventually gets that converted into electricity. A pencil sharpener works by converting electrical energy into which kind of energy? Yep, mechanical energy, of course. It spins the blades that cuts through the pencil. But there's also some heat energy as well. That's why the pencil feels warmer after you sharpen it. Let's try 3 more examples. A toaster heats up bread to make toast. The toaster takes electricity and converts it into heat. The energy stored in gasoline is released by burning it in a car, which makes the car move. The chemical energy stored in the gasoline is converted into mechanical energy and some heat. The sun fuses the nuclei of hydrogen atoms together and provides light and warmth to the solar system. The nuclear energy stored in the atom is converted into electromagnetic energy and heat. Remember, these 6 forms of energy can be converted from one form to another, but the law of conservation of energy says that no energy can be created or destroyed, so we can always trace the path of energy from one object to another or from one form to another.